You are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Hello, my children of the popcorn. Mark of Horror here. And I just wanted to give you an overview of all the TV series that I have in my collection. First, the ones that won't fit on the shelves are Target's Stranger Things collection, Season 1, which I think they did an awesome job. It's terrible that it doesn't fit on any shelf, but Stranger Things did an awesome job of making it look like a VHS, and then it comes out of the slipcase, again like a VHS, and it opens like you would a VHS tape. You don't have to press there to do it like a VHS tape, but it whoa, oh no! And then it hits the floor just like a VHS tape. Well, I hate these rubber pegs. I had forgotten that discs don't like to stay on them. Clearly, or I would have opened it more carefully. And comes with a nice little poster, which I'll probably set aside for a giveaway. But that's Stranger Things. Stranger Things Season 2, they did the same thing at Target, only they made it a hard case. Oh, and that was 4K, and actually that's a kind of a novelty. It's a 4K release that is not HDR graded. Netflix Season 2, they have an openable case, which I'll be more careful with. There's some photos, and yep, same thing. Loose discs. So the packaging is both excellent and terrible. It's wonderful looking. These rubber pegs are the ones that they used for the original Omen collection, which is worst packaging ever. So Target has this really cool looking packaging, but it doesn't hold the discs properly, so I don't know what to rate it. It's pretty awful. Swamp Thing, 8 favorite episodes, so not even a whole season from Shout Factory. I did not pay $10 for that. I paid $10 for a season. And then the ones that alphabetically fit, The Adventures of Dr. Fu Manchu. Yes, this was a TV series in the 50s. They have The Death Ship of Dr. Fu Manchu, The Prisoner of Dr. Fu Manchu, The Master Plan of Dr. Fu Manchu, and The Golden God of Dr. Fu Manchu. From the 1950s most maniacal series. I have yet to watch this, but I love Fu Manchu, even though I know it is inherently racist. But I love Fu Manchu series because Christopher Lee makes such a good Fu Manchu, and so does Boris Karloff. I have Alcatraz, which isn't quite horror, but is horror adjacent. And I love that it takes a lot of footage from there. I got Alphas because it was $1.99 at, the season 1 was $1.99 at McKay's. I've yet to watch it. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. Angel Season 1. Angel Season 2, which I have the 3 discs, but not the slipcase that they came in. Angel Season 3. Angel Season 4, you can see this is a problem for me because I have to have all the seasons. And Angel Season 5. And you can see where they went from the oversized packaging with the cardboard fold-outs, which is decent packaging, but is early packaging, and then later packaging went to like this. And these save a lot of room on your shelves. And a lot of room on their shelves, which is probably why they did it. Ash vs. Evil Dead, the complete collection. I've watched the first 2 seasons, but I haven't watched the 3rd season yet. The Avengers, Season 5 on Blu-ray, which is the color season for Diana Rigg as Miss Emma Peel. The season before this is it is black and white Emma Peel. The season after this doesn't have Emma Peel in it. So these are the best episodes, are all on this disc. Blade the TV series with Sticky Fingers as Blade. I appreciate that they tried to do a Blade series. I don't remember it being particularly good, but I don't remember it at all, really. So I don't remember it being particularly awful. So there you go. Elf 2 on the TV section. It's almost entirely devoted to one of my favorite TV series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I'm sure now they have the whole collection in something this size, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you can tell that I got these used because I have some in the old style, which is the big fold out, and then I have others where it's the individual mini cases, which I really love the individual mini cases. Anyway, that's all 7 seasons of Buffy. Dark Shadow's Greatest Episodes collection, fan favorites. The Dead Zone, complete 2nd season. I don't have the 1st season, nor do I have the 3rd. George Romero Dead Time Stories, Volume 1. And it's a nice lenticular cover. I'm not sure that the camera's going to capture it, but we'll see. Dead Time Stories, Volume 1. Dean Koontz's Black River. Dean Koontz's Mr. Murder. He did not go to Evil Medical School. Just Mr. Murder. Dexter Season 1. Dexter Season 4, Dexter Season 5, Dexter Season 6, Dexter Season 7, Dexter Season 8. And I actually have Dexter Seasons 2 and 3, but I'm not spotting them, because they're just in like small packaging that doesn't fit on the shelves, because they were both screeners that I found that my daughter found at a thrift store. Fear the Walking Dead 1st season. Game of Thrones complete 7th season just because I found it at the pawn shop. I do enjoy Game of Thrones, but Big Lots Grimm Season 1, I haven't even opened this. And Grimm Season 2, that's shelf number 2. Hannibal Season 3, come and get it. I picked this up instead of picking up the whole set because I've already seen Seasons 1 and 2, and Seasons 1 and 2 are excellent. I thought one of the real problems with Hannibal the movie was that Hannibal worked much better as a minor character. Otherwise, he was just too much wish fulfillment type stuff. So Silence of the Lambs is way better than Hannibal. Then Hannibal the TV series came along, and I thought, it's not going to be very good. And then a whole bunch of people said it was really good, so finally I ended up watching it. First 2 seasons of Hannibal are excellent. I haven't seen the 3rd, but I'm sure it'll be good too. R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour, the series, Volume 1. The Hitchhiker, a show I used to watch on HBO a long time ago, back when I was in college, so that's got to have been 3 decades ago. I think that predated their doing Tales from the Crypt. They did Spooky Stories, and here's Volume 2. They did a bunch of spooky stories a la Tales from the Crypt, but they weren't as over the top. But they had obvious twists, and they throw in the nudity. House of Cards Trilogy. This is not horror at all. However, I highly recommend it. It's BBC. It's 3 original series. House of Cards, To Play the King, and I think the Final Cut. House of Cards, To Play the King, and the Final Cut. And they are excellent. They, of course, ported it over to the U.S., and Kevin Spacey did it as a series. But I enjoy the dry wit of this one. So watch those if you can. In the Flesh, which I'm told is a very good social commentary zombie film, or zombie series. I have not seen it yet, but I have both series, or two of the series. Jekyll, with James Nesbitt, he gives an incredible performance in this. The show is pretty good, it's enjoyable, but his performance is just amazing. He is so great, so over the top as Jekyll. Jericho, the complete series, which is not horror, but it's horror adjacent. It's apocalypse and post-apocalyptic, but it's not a zombie apocalypse. But it was on my shelf. My absolute favorite TV series, Kolchak the Night Stalker. The first two Kolchak movies that are not in this, The Night Stalker and The Night Strangler, are both pretty tense TV horror movies. When you get to Kolchak the Night Stalker, the TV series, the tone changes completely, and these are all done tongue-in-cheek, and they are funny and campy, and I really love Darren McGavin. A show called The Living and the Dead, which I've not seen, from the BBC, but I've found it cheap at the pawn shop. Masters of Horror, complete season 1. No, I'm not. What am I saying? Complete season 1. Season 1, volume 2 on Blu-ray. Jennifer, Sick Girl, and Dear Woman. Here's where I said complete series 1, because the complete first season, I have it on DVD, which is Cigarette Burns, Dear Woman, Dreams in the Witch House, Jennifer, Chocolate, Dance of the Dead, Homecoming, Incident on and Off a Mountain Road, Sick Girl, The Fair-Haired Child, Pick Me Up, Imprint, and Heckle's Tale. And here's the release of Imprint by itself, banned from cable broadcast. It was the only one that they wouldn't broadcast. John Carpenter's Pro-Life from Masters of Horror. The V Word from Masters of Horror. Valerie on the Stairs from Masters of Horror. One I've been itching to watch since I picked it up is Millennium, the complete DVD collection, because I love Lance Henriksen. I have seen all 3 seasons of Millennium, but I haven't watched it since I picked this up a year or 2 ago, because I need to sit down for a long time and watch that. Monty Python Live, 1 down, 5 to go, just happened to be on my shelf. Sometimes my non-horror bleeds into my horror. I have very little non-horror. Outer Limits Season 1 Blu-ray, which is amazing. I need to pick up the second season, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Penny Dreadful, the complete series, all 3 seasons, which I absolutely loved. My daughter tried it and couldn't get into it, so it's clearly not for everyone. It's a slow burn. The more classic horror literature you've read, the more you'll enjoy it. It is, it's a period piece. There's great action in it, but there's not a lot of action in it. Peter Benchley's The Beast and Peter Benchley's Creature, both of which are fun. Poltergeist: The Legacy Season 1. I've never seen this series, but I picked it up so I could watch it. Again, because it was cheap. Preacher Season 1, another cheap one I found at the pawn shop, and haven't watched it yet. I read all the comics by Garth Ennis, the entire run, and really enjoyed it, but it has a fantastic premise, and then it just kind of peters out towards the end. And that's that shelf. Thank you. Click like, subscribe, or even comment below, because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.